And there's a number you need to call. This is our Ask the Vet Pet segment. Dr. Bentley is here, 251-602-1525. So while you call that, I'm going to... Hello, Dr. Bentley. Happy Friday, right?
Thank you. Yes, good.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so let's start with some pet questions.
Okay.
I'm going to ask, you answer.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay, it's the weekend. Pets are ready to get going, but the weather keeps flip-flopping. Anything we need to do special if we leave our pets outside during the day?
Just the main thing is that remember, even though it might have been cool the last few days and it's hot today, they need plenty of water, need some shade. Dogs overheat easily. Don't leave them in the car, just the usual stuff.
Common sense stuff.
Even if it's going to be, you think, for 2 or 3 minutes, you can't leave them in the car because they can't sweat. They have to breathe. The only way they can cool off is to breathe the air around them very rapidly, called panting, obviously. And if the air around them is higher than their body temperature, they're going to overheat and die within about 2 or 3 minutes.
And
So
I mean,
it's
we call it common sense, but there are some families who just got their first pet and they're kind of overwhelmed, so it's important to hear that reminder from a vet. We have a question for you, and here it is. Is it okay to give a small dog BENADRYL?
Usually, about 10% of all mammals have an adverse reaction. Well, not an adverse reaction, but that causes them to be hyper instead of quiet. You have to have the proper dose. That is very important. You can overdose them easily, especially a little dog, because they're tiny. And so you're giving them little itty-bitty amounts. You need to talk with your veterinarian about that, about the dosing and how to get it into the dog without overdosing. I'm
glad you mentioned the word over. How about overfeeding? I mean, we mean well. You know, they have those big, beautiful eyes that look at you and say, I would like some. But the
general rule of thumb, like I tell my clients, that they ask me, is my dog too fat? And the main thing is that you want to be able to put your hands on the side of the dog, and with your fingertips, just run your hands down the side of the dog or the cat, and you should be able to feel that it has ribs. You shouldn't be able to count them. You know, it shouldn't be that skinny, but you shouldn't have to like find them either. You know, it should be obvious that there's something hard underneath there. If you're putting your hands on the side and you're running it up and down and just feels like you're squishing a pillow, then your dog's overweight.
I'm glad they don't do that to humans.
Really?
Be in trouble. Hey, look at the next question, Dr. Bentley. Why does my dog lick his paws until they are sore?
Almost always that is due to one of 2 things. One is going to be allergies. The other is a disease called pododermatitis. It's an infection in between the toes. Either one, you need a veterinarian to make sure that's what it is, because the treatments are different. One, you have to treat it for allergies. The other one, you have to treat it for infection. So, and sometimes they go together. A lot of times the licking causes pododermatitis. So.
And it's so loud, and it's right about the time you're trying to go to bed. For sure. Like, seriously, let's get this together.
And
one of us
disgusting.
Has a job,
you know, it's kind of like one of those little kids sucking on a sucker sound. It's just gross. But.
Dr. Bentley said so. Thank you so much. Okay, here's your number for, oh no, that's our number. We're going to encourage everyone to visit you if they're looking for a new vet, if they're new to the area, and you also board as well. So
boarding, grooming,
shop.
all that sort of stuff.
There's your information, 2811 Airport Boulevard, 251-476-2020. Call Dr. Bentley. He'll hook you up. Tell him I sent you. We have a quick break and we're back with more after this. Happy Friday.